Yo, if you ain't watching the cloud, you're watching bullshit.
Had a little to the cloud segment, I'll say, where everybody says like Master P with No Limit with the business acumen and all that makes them supreme. You have NWA, their impact with all those artists in the West Coast that did their thing, but you don't really hear about Cash Money too much, I guess because they're like more recent. So I would just want to have a discussion about taking Cash Money with like Wayne, Drake, Nicki, like the other artists, Tyga and all them. Like with the impact and the sales and everything they did, how do they compare to like a Dre, a Tupac, a Snoop, a Eminem, a 50? Do they match up?
I think Cash Money gets looked at so crazy because it's kind of like the LeVar Ball thing. Like, this gonna sound crazy, but it makes sense. So his kids got looked at crazy no matter their talent because of the shit he was saying. That's the effect that I feel like Birdman had on Cash Money over the years, where like he got clowned out so much that it kind of, and you got to respect him as a businessman no matter what you feel about him, but he got clowned out so much that it made like everybody kind of not really respect Cash Money, but they respected the artists. They respect Nicki, they respect Drake, they respect Wayne, but Cash Money, they're just kind of like, okay, like that's Birdman, put some respect on my name. Like, it's not really, I don't know, it doesn't get the respect because it doesn't really get taken seriously, but you still can't take away like they have some of the biggest artists ever played.
Yeah. And another thing is like Birdman said he didn't want to do business with other artists. Like he had offers from the Def Jams and all. When you look at that interview he just did with Big Bank, shout out Big Banks in them Big Banks in them podcast. Shout out them. He said that he said that he didn't want to do business with a lot of people because they was trying to buy him out and they was making so much money. And I think that hurt you too when you don't do business with a lot of them big names. Yeah, you just got like look at Dolph. Dolph was big and he was big, but Dolph wasn't a Def Jam artist or whoever because in a lot of places a lot of massive people didn't listen to Dolph. And I went to a concert and it was all white kids there that knew all his lyrics. And I said, yeah, son is lit. He was super lit.
I feel like one of the people who laid the blueprint for doing it that way, that doesn't get a lot of credit, who also was involved in like the Young Money, Cash Money, and people forget about it. Currency laid the blueprint for that whole independent wave, and he was on Cash Money. Wayne said in an interview he's the reason he started wearing truck fit, and people ignore that. Like he's had one of the biggest impacts on hip hop ever. It's kind of off topic, but I fuck with Currency. I feel like he should get his flowers.
I feel like Currency doesn't get talked about enough.
I feel like he doesn't get his flowers. Some of his old shit, the old Jet Life where it was him. You had Trademark the Skydiver. You had
Sky
Roddy. Man, some old Currency audio dope.
Yeah,
like, that shit is what made me start making music. Like,
a word.
Currency is one of my favorite artists ever.
Shout out Currency,
like, bro. I tell you, there's like not many people I can think of that if I met, I'd be like kind of starstruck, and if I met Currency, it'd be like, oh, that shit would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be like,
man,
that would blow my mind.
There is no talking about independent and doing it the right way without talking about Currency.
But see, that's here though, because out west, he's super huge. See, that's here. Like you got the Filthy Riches, you got the Mozzies, you got a lot of artists that's out there that's super huge, like Jay-Z, but we don't hear about them because their music hasn't broken a barrier here enough to be super huge like the names that we hear.
That's why I feel like
out west Currency is huge, yo.
For sure. That's why it pays to be tapped in. Like, just like that, like I know about a lot of people. Yeah. And it's cool because like you're not gonna hear people mention like, 03 Greedo or
Larry
like,
Jones,
you know, Larry
Craig
Jones.
Larry Jones is my nigga too.
Shoreline Mafia,
Yeah.
like, you know, a lot of, even Blueface when he first was coming up, because I was real early on him.
He can rap, yo. He
for
was
sure.
pumping it at first.
For sure.
Yeah, he was tired of getting clowned, so he's like, yo, let me rap.
Like, it's so many dope people out west that, like, if you're tapped in, that, and it's cool over there, because I used to be cool with an artist, little nigga named Danky Frankie, shout out to him. And he was popping real hard in LA, and he was like a kid, and he would go to the high schools, and it was crazy. Like, I never seen no shit like that out here. They go to the high schools in Cali, go pull up in their car, climb on the roof, and have a fucking concert.
Yeah,
and all the kids know him, all the kids love him.
shit.
That's how a lot of them dudes get going. That's just crazy.
You know, Friday night, you might go downtown, bro. They done made a circle, just running out and dancing and everything, bro. That should be crazy.
Cali's energy is wild.
Especially Northern Cali, Oakland, Sacramento. It's a whole different vibe, bro. The Bay Area, the dancing, the music, all that shit is a whole different vibe. It's a lot of artists. There's Maserati Rick. There's a whole slew of independent artists that are independent to us, but out there, super popping. Like I knew Black Zack for a long time, and then people just hearing about him here. And his music was hot out west before it was hot out here, on a larger scale. Now people are hearing about him here.
The shit out west is kind of like the Detroit shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, with Detroit, like, man, I didn't realize, like, I started listening, like, Icewear Vezo, you know, like, Rio the Young OG.
Yeah, Peasy.
Like, all this, it's just so many sounds that are coming to life now. And, like, you know, Virginia, like, they used to say we didn't have our own sound. I always thought that was bullshit. Like, our sound is the fact that we're so unique. You know what I'm saying? But you got, like, Detroit, like the Detroit beats, the Detroit flows. You got your Floridas, you know. It used to kind of be everybody just only really looked at Atlanta and New York. It's not like that no more. Like you said, like, that culture out west, man, if you haven't been to Cali, anybody watching this, I'd recommend it. Because Cali is, like, you know, like he said, like, the different parts is so different, but it's all so cohesive. You feel me? Like, you might go to, you know, like you said, you might go to Oakland and you might get, like, a 90s vibe from Oakland in certain areas. Then, you know, you go to, like, San Bernardino and you're hearing, like, the Shoreline Mafias and the Draco the Ruler, you know, and then you got, you know, you go back out to, like, around, like, Compton and, like, actual Cali, and you'll hear Mozzie, you'll hear, you know, all these different people. Like, it's, the culture in hip-hop in general right now is just in a great place, in my opinion.
Hell yeah. I want to do like Larry June said, go to Sausalitos and get some calamari. That shit sound hard as a bitch.
I got the best tacos of my life in Cali.
Yeah, the best tacos in California.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I had the tacos. I experienced that. I already know what's going on with those. Drop a bomb on those, matter of fact. Let that be known.
No cilantro.
I got, like, some, like, buffalo shrimp, like, wild shit when I was at the label. And they're like, oh, get whatever you want. We got a company card. I'm like, okay, whatever. So these tacos had to be like $70, and they were the best fucking tacos I ever had in my life. Like, I'm in there like, damn, this shit kind of cool. Like, shit was great.
Hell yeah, man.
How did the Ethika situation go for you?
What do you mean, like, overall, or like how did it happen?
How was it? Was it dope?
For sure, man. First, man, shout out to Ethika, shout out Matt, shout out Darren, you know, shout out Devin, shout out the whole team. It was one of the coolest experiences I think I had. You know, one thing that I'm blessed to say is through rap, I've done a lot of cool ass shit. I've been in a lot of cool ass places, met a lot of cool people, been around millionaires, been in label offices, shit that you just kind of dream about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I went out there, it was a real personalized experience. Like, I got off the plane and they came, and the head of A&R came out of the office to meet me and another guy at the airport. Because in his words, we both got some major shit going on, and he wanted to greet us personally. And they were telling us on the ride there, like, he doesn't do that. So, when we got out there, go to the facility, of course, you know, it's just nothing but good energy. You know, like the nigga Darren, the cameraman, he's riding around the whole building on like a skateboard. You know, they got a basketball court out back. Like, you just kind of just give you the whole family treatment. And I've dealt with like the Def Jams and, you know, through my little brother Carson, shout out him. You know, we've dealt with a lot of these labels, and you don't really get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't get that homey feel. And when I was there, like, it was all love, like, for sure. Like, I got nothing but positive things to say about the team. You know, we finished getting everything in order. You know, label stuff. There's a lot of paperwork and a lot of shit to work through, but 2022 is gonna be crazy. So
yeah, that's what's up.
Hell yeah!
Shout out.
It's kind of like that with the clothes too, yo. I've been in some situations and they got a cold shoulder because the first thing they want to know is how you gonna make us some money. A lot of people that are already established and rock hard built, they want to know immediately how you gonna make us some money. That's why that Shark Tank shit is like that. Those people, they already got money. They want to know how you gonna put some more money in their pocket. And then there's the businesses that like, yo, maybe this person he can help us and we can help him grow.
Facts.
There are some homegrown places like that, for real.
Niggas with actual money, or people in general with actual money, their mindset is something that should be more appreciated, because that next dollar is just as important as the first one.
Yeah.
So like I've always respected that. Like, you know, you get rich by being that way. You stay rich by being that way. You know, people don't want bullshit. They don't want to waste their time. They rich. Like, they want to enjoy the shit. Like, they can enjoy their time. They can do anything. You know.
Did you get a lot of free underwear?
Yeah, nah, for sure. I got like a box of shit. I'm wearing an ethical shirt right now.
That's what's
and
up.
some ethical socks. Like I got a bunch of shit, and it's cool. Because it's kind of funny, because when I was out there, they were talking about like different brands and shit. They'd be trying to like reach out to like artists or whatever. And another brand did reach out to me like while I was out there, PSD. And, you know, I told them like I appreciate the gear and stuff, but like, you know, conflict of interest type things. So it was like, I'm only rocking with Ethika. But yeah, they for sure looked out. So shout out to the team, man.
Yeah.
So as far as like sneakers, right? I see you be rocking the felines and shit like that.
Yeah.
So how did that start and everything? Like,
Literally, my brother Mills, shout out PD. I think one day he just like made a joke about it, and I was just kind of like, "Yo, felines are fire. Like, I don't give a fuck what you talk about." And then they was cheap too, and at the time I didn't really have no money, so I was like, "I can't keep wearing the same fucking slides all the time. I gotta get some. I gotta look like a rapper at least." So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy these." They like 2 for like 80, and then they was just fire. And people was always like, "Yo, like, do you wear it because of your name?" And after a while, I was like, "Fuck it, yeah, sure, let's go with that." And like, I don't know, for me, like, the man make the clothes don't make the man.
Facts.
You feel me? Niggas be looking at me crazy because like when they think of Uggs, they think like the ones with the laces and shit. I'm out here with like I guess you would consider like the women ones. I mean, bro, I don't give a fuck. They comfortable, and I get more compliments from women on these Uggs.
I got a
than
pair of
any
Uggs. You ain't gotta tell me. Them shit's comfortable as a
no,
bitch.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well, but you know, a lot of niggas assume this is like this. So, man, I get so many women like, "Oh my god, I love your Uggs." See,
Yeah, I know you've seen a lot of capping in the industry with the money too.
Oh yeah,
a lot of that jewelry, a lot of that moissanite, a lot of credit.
Bro,
a lot of dudes got credit for their jewelry too.
It's crazy. Like once you like really get in, like in the door, you see so much wild shit that like you just I don't know. It goes back to kind of like the meeting the like the superheroes thing. Like, you know, like, yo, y'all are like up there, and then you get around these people. A lot of them are cool people. I will say, like, a lot of people I've met are cool people. But like you get out there and you do see like a lot of this money is not liquid. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these people, you know, the houses ain't paid for, the cars ain't paid for. Like it's just all a cycle of using one thing to make more money to keep going. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like the life has got to look real, so the Instagram looks real.
Like
so now people want to be you. Now you're making money off of the cycle.
Like YK Osiris, right? When Baby pulled up water with the store, like, what's up with that 5,000?
Right. He owed everybody.
He owed everybody. They said Drake made him perform.
Yeah, that shit was funny as a bitch.
Perform, yo.
He said you owe me 60 racks. First of all, why the fuck are you borrowing $60,000 from anybody? I'm not gonna. If I knew Drake, I'm not gonna be like, hey man, give me a loan for some $60,000 for what? YK Osiris supposedly not supposed to be broke, so I don't know. Hey man, it's working for him because he's doing the Will and Jada thing. He's back in the news. Like I never really paid attention to what he was doing.
Yeah,
and now I see him all over Drake's. Like, you know, Drake got him everywhere with him and shit. Mm-hmm. He's been on more blogs than I've ever seen him on now.
Yep.
So I mean, shit. If it works, it works.
Yeah, that's the crazy game that they playing now.
If he get that Drake feature though, it's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah, he probably got it. He probably got it.
They probably got. They fuck around, come out with an EP or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to see a Drake and Young Blue EP.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Bro, I play that song so fucking often. That shit's so hard. That EP would be crazy. If somehow this gets to Drake, make sure y'all do this.
Yeah, go ahead and let Drake know in the comments that we trying to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? We need a little cut off of that, though, off the top, though, for, you know what I'm saying? Saying that first, you know what I mean? Drop a bomb on that, even though it ain't going to happen.
Are you attached to SODMG any kind of way? Because I know at one time I said one of the guys that was with y'all was attached, and I know you was dealing
So
with him.
my little brother Carson, shout out to him, Carson Key. He went out. This is probably like 4 years ago, maybe, and like shot a video with Soldier, did a song with him, and he got added to SOD, and it was just kind of one of those things where it was like, I guess like a family thing. Like he was in SOD, so we was just showing them love. They were showing us love. At this point, like he still is like cool with Soldier and all that. But right now we're all just kind of focused on our own. Like, we focus on the Dub Life brand and like building that up. But it's nothing but love with SOD. Just like pretty much anybody we've worked with industry wise, like it's nothing but love. So shout out to Soldier because his comeback was crazy as a bitch too. So
yeah, I fuck with Big Draco.
Facts. Like there's just certain levels of just creativity that you just can't help but appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter what, Soldier's guiding his impact has been nuts.
He know how to work the net.
Facts. He did it first.
Yep, he know how to work the internet. And people gonna always believe him because they've seen it.
Facts.
So
he really was the first to do a lot of shit.
And Soldier Boy do know how to do that shit.
One of the first, man. You gotta respect that. Shout out Soldier.
All right, so it is break time.
She's a runner, she's a crackhead. She gonna follow it.
Just gonna go ahead and take this first break.
She's a runner, she's a crackhead.
And then when we get back,
take all your bread. She might even put your ass in the fence. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Y'all trash talk.
She took my whole check and now my skies are blue.
That's true.
That artist's name is Pooski.
She's a runner, she's a runner, she's a crackhead. She gonna find a way to take your bread.
This is gold, by the way. This is gold. That's taking us to the top. That's platinum. Need this. This is something I didn't know I needed.
I'm gonna be the new Weird Al Yankovic dude. I'm gonna do it, bro.
This is something I didn't know I needed. You heard it here first.
Find a way to take your bread.
hit the high.
Woo, 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 woo. Yo, I did that shit for work. I was gonna make a TikTok with that
Hey,
shit.
Mike,
Hey,
this
you
nigga
should
took
do that
your
shit.
woos.
You should do that shit.
Oh yeah, he
This
definitely.
nigga stole your woos.
He heard me singing them Jones headed Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit crazy. I definitely had the woos first.
Hey, bro, you gotta record that.
I was the soldier of the
Gotta record
woos,
it.
nigga. I was
Put
the
that shit
first
on
with the
TikTok,
woos.
go
She's a
viral.
runner, she's a crackhead. She'll find a way to take all your bread.
Hey, sing
man.
that shit. You ain't even finish it.
Nah, I got the shit.
Sing at least to the hook.
Hey, man, I respect it. There's nothing this man can't do.
No, we got to stop.
I'm gonna do this shit for real.
So hard, what you know about waking up the gunshots like alarms? I came up here and I was like, you know what? My goal is to come in here and in my mind, I'm in a fight with the microphone, with the beat, with whoever. My job is to come in here and literally just take out everything I got on this beat. Slide right through your party next door. Plenty drinks when we pull up, got them thinking Aubrey on tour. Came to a point where I just kind of lost my love for music. Like I wasn't really into it anymore. It just felt like more of a chore than anything. Like I had to get my real life together. Because when you really care about it, like I've made sacrifices that other people wouldn't even think about. Baby, call me John, cause I ain't seen $1 I can get. Niggas talking out their ass and we gon' punch them in their shit. Shout out to Matt, shout out to Darren, shout out to Ramsey, shout out to everybody. You know, everybody's just open and just welcome. We gon' punch them in their shit. Come on, rowdy, let's get rowdy. We gon' tear some shit up. I'm from Virginia. If it's something, bitch, we leaving this stuff.
Up the show, broke the shit. Then people looking at them like, then the security guard was running down the jail like, hello, we need help. Them niggas was gone.
I went in there, smoked some bubble gum, looked at him, took some
real.
shit, and walked out.
Boom, look right here. Post-fire
Right.
flamethrower. Now on sale. Retail $669. On sale for $5.99.
Huh?
The flamethrower post-fire
Oh, no, I
on
gotta get
sale
all
for
this. We still
$5.99
chilling,
right now.
Everybody said, I wanted to hit a blacker son.
Go outside.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to staying warm
It's
and
about to be
cozy
a,
in these.
it's about to be a podcast first. I'm about to buy this flamethrower.
Man, we about to
Oh,
get
shit.
this, man.
Yo,
Cloud
speaking
TV.
of the
We about to
flamethrowers,
get Feli the God is about to buy a flamethrower, G.I. Joe style, right here.
I would
shit.
have walked up in. I would have walked up in some shit.
Straight G.I.
This
Joe
shit look
style.
kind of crazy.
man.
I'm not gonna lie. Post-fire flamethrower
Like,
up to 25
burning,
feet.
I would go burning people's eyebrows off.
25 feet.
What you mean? I would have wanted the bitch looking like a Ghostbuster.
Man. I would just want to go by and burn people's eyebrows off.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? I would burn everybody feels. So I was like, hell no.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to somebody's field and burning some shit.
You
That's a
damn right.
fact.
I've been burning everybody feels
I
outside.
film a new Rambo movie with that junk, yo.
I
This
could
is
do
not
probably
regulation.
almost anything I want
We
with a
can film
flamethrower.
Sambo instead of Rambo. We can hand dress him like Rambo, bro. Film a new series of Sambo.
You heard it.
Trilogy.
Well, with the
I don't know.
flamethrower.
I don't know about that one.
Now you gotta have Rambo. Sam.
I'm gonna send it to my neighbor's house just in case.
This nigga stupid. Why you so weak at your joke?
Because it was done with your picture.
Let us know what you would do with flamethrowers in the comments. Did we start yet? You
What is
recording?
your ultimate purge weapon?
You recording?
My ultimate purge weapon.
Besides the flamethrower.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna get some crackheads on leashes.
Yeah, right. To blow something.
Zombies?
Well, they already zombies,
You
but
do hold a 20 in front of them while they
yeah, and then I'm gonna be like, yo, if y'all fuck this person up trying to hurt me, boom, you get more crack. And then
And you gonna have my theme song playing in the background, right?
branding.
Yep.
We in this together. So either crackheads on a leash, a flamethrower.
That's some sick ass shit to die to. Like you.
So yeah.
That's probably it. Or like a rocket launcher or some shit.
But how the hell you get smoked the track star? You ain't even make it to the song. But he's a.
Niggas get smoked the weird music every day, fam. There's a nigga out there right now who got killed to the wheels on the bus.
Dog, back then, dog, niggas used to get smoked the smooth ass R&B music and shit.
You going out bopping your head like,
That's what I'm saying.
damn, this shit hurt, but that
Shit,
shit kind
the
of
BMF shit.
Niggas getting smoked and you can't stop the rap.
It's totally automatic.
Nah, I want the last thing that I hear to be like UK drill music. I want a nigga to say some shit I don't understand.
Oh
I don't.
shit.
You ain't
You
never
tell
heard
me
of
if
UK
you
drill
had. You tell me if you was about to
trying
go.
to-
You wanted to hear some shit that
I'm
you
trying
don't know
to-
before you go.
UK drill music? Them niggas be turned.
I'm trying to see if they understand the call 911.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, if I ain't got no choice, like, if the question
Last
wasn't
thing I
should I
want to hear somebody
survive?
saying some shit that I
So
understand.
the question is, if you had to choose the music you wanted to go out to?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll say Lil Jon and
I can
shit.
hear that shit in the headphones.
You want to go out to Lil Jon?
Lil Jon?
Yeah, if I
All
want
right,
to
but
go
like,
out crazy, that was my
specifically what song?
favorite.
It's got to be the one with Ice Cube.
Ain't no damn
Fucking
nine
fire
with
song.
no
What?
Yuku.
Yeah.
You remember
it
that
is.
song?
Did nickel?
Yeah, get your,
We said nickel like 32 times. Yeah,
say
I know
get your
that.
justifying ass in
to
the
the
trunk,
trunk,
nigga.
nickel.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, I know that junk, but nah, it got to be when he name every time he say VA
Who? Put him up.
throw him up,
Throw him up.
throw him up.
Good choice. Good choice.
Boy,
Man, Lil Jon came out on that verses, yo.
but if it like total disclaimer, I almost went out a couple times because of that damn song when I was. But I'm talking off of back then. Back now, if I wanted to go off of a song, it wouldn't be no damn song. I don't. But back then, it was the Lil Jon.
What you going out to, Loud?
Huh?
All that.
What
junk.
song you going out to? If you
They
have
used to
go
turn
out
the music off in the club, man. You used to hear chairs and shit getting thrown. No bullshit, Mike. You know what it is.
Yeah, I remember. Hey, everybody get the fuck out.
Come right back, let us in. We all
Yep.
got.
You get kicked out, come right back in.
Is it really a club night if that don't happen?
Oh man, I
Hell
missed them
no,
days.
I won't, man. Hell no, I won't. Back then it won't. As you get older, hell nah.
Yeah, looking
Go
back
back
at that shit, it's
then,
like, yo, we was
yeah.
some wild, lucky ass niggas doing that shit.
Luck plays a huge part in the fact that all of us are still here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to go out to some Natasha Bedingfield. That's what I want the last thing. Not Pocket Full of Sunshine. I want to hear Unwritten before I go out. That's my favorite song.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird, right?
Okay. I don't know what I want to go out. Probably like something. It depends how I'm going out. How are you going out? Is it like a natural
that's
death?
a good ass question.
That's fair.
I took it as a rampage. Like it's I mean, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna get out of this situation. So
All right, what if it's natural causes? Then what you
Natural causes.
natural call.
Damn. I want to say an R. Kelly song, but I can't.
You can.
Hey,
Why
the
you
music's still
can't?
fire.
The music is doing something. He just fucked up.
Yo.
I believe I'll get high.
Nah, it's the music. It's a song he did with Ali. The
Oh, the world's greatest.
World's greatest. Yeah, that's
See,
the shit
you
I
play-
go.
That
Yeah,
nigga be
that's the
doing shit
I-
like that. Be like, come on, dog.
You play I Believe I Can
I don't
Fly,
give a damn. I'll play that junk.
and then you go to hell.
Damn.
I'd be mad as shit. I'd have picked a different song.
Just because of the song. Like, I was going to let you up here, dog, but you know what you did.
You was wilding on that song, chilling.
Yeah, that was the last straw. He was ready
You was
to
already on thin ice. See, you was
Hey,
already
nigga look
pushing
like
it.
he would think I was gonna let you up here too, man. Nah,
I don't know, man.
but the
I think
world's
I-
greatest.
I think I want to go out, man, to Wiz and Juicy J. All these niggas in their feelings, man.
Oh, yeah, the
But
plan.
I want to go out to, bro.
That's one of my
Man,
favorite Wiz songs.
That beat, for real. If I go,
I'm going to go to Wayne and Currency, Diamonds and Girls.
Yeah.
Man, yes sir, man.
Off the
If
last
I ever
verse.
jumped off the
Off
pier,
Wayne's second
if I
verse.
ever jumped
off
off
the
the
pier,
pier,
I will
I will
probably
probably
fly.
Yeah, and
That'll
let
be
the
mine.
piano play in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would-
Yeah, let the piano play in it.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna go out
Let
to
the Prince play in the end.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go out to the JG Wentworth.
My bad, though. Let me look.
I'm gonna hear 877 cash down. It's a wrap.
the general.
Oh, shit.
That's how I'm going out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear the nigga talking about a structured settlement. Then I'm in the upper room. You feel me? I'm just out here. Niggas who go to heaven will be mad if they find out that hell is actually like the lit part. You ever think about that? Like hell might be like the nightclub. Think about it. Like, you go there, you gotta chill.
Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, these are hypotheticals that we are talking about. Don't take
Please
it.
do
Please
not
don't
use
take
this light
it.
and set
Yeah.
me on fire right now.
And please do not use these words against me as the law do be please.
But yeah,
As
what?
the whole do before against thee.
So it's like heaven is like the bougie ass club.
I wouldn't even say
But-
bougie, but it's like you get up there like, and the entire experience is just listening to like somebody sing like church music just for eternity.
Yeah.
And you get to hell, it's like a free for all. It's like a strip club in the South Side. Like yeah, it's gonna have some good nights, but a lot of them gonna be bad.
Yeah.
But you know, it's still whatever. Like
I don't know.
Yeah.
it's a lot of Hennessy in hell.
I think God allows us to be ourselves because He was the only one that was perfect. They said,
I mean, I'm sure you're absolutely right, but
yeah.
I was just speaking hypothetically.
Oh yeah, hell probably got it going up, man.
All right, see,
Whoa, wow.
that sound crazy to
Wow,
say,
that's
but
crazy.
I don't mean that bad, but it probably do because we already here.
That's my theory too.
We already here.
That's why you got ghosts
That's a
and shit,
fact.
because this is hell.
That's a fact.
We already here.
So let's say if this was hell, in the hypothetical world,
Ain't that bad.
ain't that bad?
If this is hell, like if this is just as bad or as good as it gets, yeah. I've lived worse. Life's pretty cool right now. You know?
If shit could be better than this, I'd take that.
And I think hell would be like jail, bro. I really do.
Like jail.
I think hell would be like jail, bro. I really do.
I feel like hell
And
would
not
make.
listen to everybody. Ain't
I feel like it's like you ever have like the moments in life like you just think of like some like super embarrassing or like just gut wrenching like just some. I feel like hell's that just nonstop, just a repetitive process of that.
Hell is being a kid and your mom coming to school because you're in trouble and you know she's on her way from work, so you gonna get her
Yeah,
ass.
exactly. Yeah,
Cool.
that feeling,
Hey,
that
yo,
feeling right there.
You
Yeah,
ever looked at everybody else one of them days? You ever looked at everybody else and be like, look at all y'all asses having fun and shit. I'm going home.
about to get my
About
ass.
to get my ass. So like, how the fuck is y'all so
Yeah,
happy?
your
and
mama
shit?
was-
And that's when everybody really happy too.
Your
Everybody
mama
was
was-
like, what's wrong?
I'm talking about everybody
when I go
running
home.
and
Y'all over
shit.
here just
Everybody having a great time.
You can't even
Yeah.
enjoy yourself because you know you get ready to go home.
Everybody
Have
else
your
in
mom
the-
ever been sitting in the class?
Yes.
You've been acting up?
Everybody else in a
I'm
Disney
talking
movie.
about-
Knowing she got the phone calling, everything.
you
while
heard her on the phone.
I'm
Matter of
talking
fact,
about that shit happened at 10.
she told them
You
to
get
give
out of
her
school
give you
like-
the phone so she could talk to you. Like, yeah, you already know what time it is. When your ass get home, it's
This
just
shit was
over,
at
nigga.
10:30. This shit at 10. You don't get out of school at 3:43.
Knowing what you know
Yeah,
now,
all day to watch everybody have fun.
Any other time be moving slow as a bitch. Like, damn, I wish I can get out here. Nah, that day, that shit moving super quick, nigga.
knowing what you know now, though, that shit makes sense. 'Cause you gotta miss a day at work.
Yeah.
Like now, I'm like, man, I ain't trying to miss no fucking money. So you gotta miss a day at work to come to school because you being bad.
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense now. Like I see why you was that.
Exactly.
bad.
You
Yeah,
fucking up the
right,
bag,
yo.
acting up when I'm trying to provide for your little dumb, dirty ass. Yeah, you getting fucked up.
You fumbling the bag for me.
YouTube is hypotheticals. We ain't touching no kids for really just talking
for real,
about this.
man.
That's how it used to
Back in
happen,
the day,
though.
That's how, yeah.
No
you
real
know.
talk. back in the day when kids did get disciplined, I think the kids had a little bit more respect for people.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
punched in your mouth like
Back then, the teacher would beat your ass.
Yeah,
You
when
didn't
I was in second grade, Miss Johnson, shout out Miss Johnson, she had a ruler, yo. And they would beat you there, and then you would go to the principal. And it wasn't looked that bad then.
Right.
It wasn't looked that. It looked like you know that you wasn't supposed to be acting up. So everybody in the neighborhood whipped your ass.
It's back when the village could raise
Back
kids.
when people wasn't touching kids.
When the village
And
could raise
beat
the
them to
kids,
death.
for sure.
I used to go to pre-K in the station wagon. The teacher used to light your ass up with a ruler with your hand like this.
Yep.
I used to bring it back every time she used to swing it. Miss.
We gonna go past the
Yeah,
fact
used
you
to
said
hold
in a
that shit
station wagon.
bad.
I'm the only one that heard that. He said he went to pre-K in a station wagon. You be like in a car, my nigga?
Yeah, it was a car. But some people might, nah, I ain't drive the station wagon. Oh, Miss Butler. She used to drive us to school and shit. You know the school bus.
Oh, I
the
thought you
school
meant
bus
like
was the station.
I thought you meant like y'all was holding preschool inside the car.
No, I was in the
Yeah,
church.
okay,
It was
cool.
in the
All
church.
right. So you
Yeah.
actually got
You
to
ever
lift
think
this
it's
car.
over? Because you got to go to bed, you got that one eye out the covers over here, that motherfucking door.
No, I got woke up with an ass whooping. Hey, look, I want to tell
Nah,
that
that's
story
what-
too.
That's
I
one
wanna
of the
tell a
scariest
story
shits.
about-
Getting woke up to an ass whooping. Oh
I
my
want to tell a story
god!
about how the woke up ass whooping could go wrong. Look, and I'm glad you brought that up, Loud. Look, so Cloud TV, I'm gonna bring y'all to a Rio's bad real quick. Sit
Drop
back and
a,
light
go
one
ahead
up
and
with me
drop
real
a bag
quick.
on their ass.
Drop a bag on their asses. I'm gonna do this. So I always woke up with an ass whooping real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a safety patrol. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my duties in the 5th grade. So I'm sitting here like, hold on, don't walk. A car don't pass. I'm like, all right, you can walk. So this little short ass motherfucker come hopping, skipping, smiling and shit at me. What camera am I looking at? This one right here? 2 or 3, A or B? All right, so know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look cross out of that both of them. So now I'm gonna look at both of them at the same time. So now, so you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, so that motherfucker hop across the street with a laser light and shit. So I don't know it was a laser light at the time on hindsight. I'm just telling the story. But you know what I'm saying? My eyes is hurting. This motherfucker is swinging his hand and shit, smiling. So I'm like, what the hell? What the fuck? Still swinging this shit. So he coming closer to me. I'm seeing the jump like, yo, stop doing that jump. He coming closer to me. I'm like, I'm done talking. Smush his ass. He hit a fence, slide all the way down, take off, running down the sidewalk and shit. Don't say shit else. Come back to the school the next day. I'm talking about, I still got my badge and shit. Little orange safety patrol jump. Still holding my head high. Come back to school. I was like, yo, such and such is fucked. I'm like, what you talking about? I come back like he looking like Two-Face, like this whole side of his face fucked up like Chucky when he got his shit blown off. And Chucky too, right before he going to the little melting joint in the little toy factory. I'm like, oh my god, damn. I'm talking about, like, you ever been little and know you defended yourself and know your heart dropped in your shit because you know you defended yourself a little too hard?
For sure.
That was one of them shits when I defended myself a little. I'm talking about the side of his face fucked up so bad. And I'm talking about I apologize and everything. I don't because my ass hurt. But the ass whooping I got, dude, I'm mixed about that shit. You know what I mean?
What's crazy?
That's some shit that got the PTSD because I got an ass whooping for doing some shit that was right. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so you know what I'm saying? I see him, I'm like, oh shit. Whole day. I'm talking about that shit is like whole day. I'm looking at damn.
So did you want to beat his ass again after you had to get an ass whooping for beating his ass?
Man,
'Cause he was
hell
from-
no, I ain't want to bother his ass, man. Fuck that.
You saying you didn't want a second one?
Hell, man, shit. You get woke up in your seat with an ass.
Hail Marys.
I'm talking about cover snatch.
Bro.
I'm talking about it's like 5, 6 so swatches before you even wake up. You just like, a couple of them jumps
Yeah.
before you even start dodging them bitches. So imagine how many of them shits you ate before you check your ass or take a shower the next morning. He see.
Yeah.
Well, that shower hit your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think my mother, I think the covers went like this. I don't even think she pulled them jumps back. I think she must have had something that lifted them jumps.
The covers got scared out that bitch.
Yeah, they got
You know what I mean? That
rolls
motherfucker
up.
saw her
Soon
ass
as
and
she came in, them just levitating.
Yeah, right. Oh, shit.
Yeah, no bullshit. Like the cover's levitating. It's like
Yeah.
I just turned
I just-
and tilted up, so my ass was just in the perfect
Yes.
point just to get whooped. Just she was
For
bad.
real though, that
She
was one of them.
just-
That was one of them ass whoopings where I was like, oh, I did what the fuck. What the hell was I supposed to do?
You can't even look at your kids too hard no more.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Hell
man.
no.
It's crazy. I mean, I get it because there's just too many parents out there wilding, so they just had to just lay some shit down. But still, some of these kids be.
It's because the school got involved. It's because I ain't say nothing that he did. If I would have went home, it was like, this little shoot ass motherfucker was shining a light in my eye, and I smushed his ass. He hit a fence and slid, took off running, holding his face like this. If I go to school next day, you get a call, I did that. If I would have did that, it would have been cool. But nah, I smushed his ass. I was like, oh my damn. As soon as he took off running as well, I was like,
You knew it was over.
I ain't say a damn thing. I was like, hope this just go away the next month.
You hear all types of messages and songs that make it worse.
I ain't gonna lie, I be doing that shit. I be like, man, I just hope this shit just go away on its own. I ain't even trying to do too much. Please just hold me down.
And nothing worse than waiting too, because you know they gonna find out. So you just kind of like trying to enjoy the quiet, peaceful time.
Man,
It's
one
like, I might have made
that. They get that call.
Ain't nobody said nothing.
Get
Yeah.
that phone call. Yes, this is Miss Such and Such. Yeah, he is here. He did what? Oh man. Well, fuck it. That shit used to be terrible.
Yeah, I think my mother teleported somewhere on there when I act up, yo. Tell you, I think she teleported to that spot, bro.
Ooh, I got a story about
Came
that.
out of nowhere, bro. Yo, he was acting up, bro. And we turned around. And mama, yo, you ever see a movie where the person just get bigger as soon as the screen go on? It was like my mother was like, boom. Then we tried to run. I don't know. She did the pootie tang or something and grabbed us, bro. And that was it. She grabbed both of us, bro.
So wait, y'all was doing something and
Bro,
she just popped up and caught y'all.
Listen, bro, I knew we was good, bro. My mother just popped up, bro. No lie, we turned around. Nobody was at. My mother was just there. And it was like, Nigga, I don't know what happened after that, bro. It's just like everything went in slow motion. I just know we was both in the back of the car, bro. That's all I remember, and it wasn't good after that. I just know that won't good. I'm telling you, she came out of nowhere, bro. And I was like, man, we was like 20-something minutes away from the house, bro.
You thought you was safe, huh?
Yeah.
Located.
Those be the worst jokes when you think you got away with it. Like, oh yeah, I'm good. Like I got it, and then it's like just over with. Like, nah, I caught you.
Back
So
then, you didn't have phones. You didn't have phones and none of that.
yeah, like look at this nigga.
Phones, bro.
Look at him. Think he's slick. Hold
Building
on.
our evidence up. just to use it.
Hey,
Every reason.
We was throwing red mud balls at each other one day, right? And somebody got hurt, and we didn't know they was watching, so they waited, and we lied about the whole thing, bro. And we all got beat by all our parents like simultaneously in the same place, bro. Because we lied. They was like, we watched y'all. They had to go to stitches and everything, bro. We lied. They was watching us.
They watched the whole thing. Like, look at this.
Time,
Look at these
I
niggas.
got some
You
trouble.
ever get whooped by somebody else's parents?
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I'm telling you. We got beat simultaneously by all the parents.
And then you get home and you get beat again. Like,
Yeah.
She had to beat you, and now I'm embarrassed. So now I gotta beat you. Nigga, what type of sense does this make? White kids don't do it. Bro, you go to your white friend, house, and they like you
Yeah,
normal.
go to timeout. Go in the corner, Tommy. I'm like, what the
Nah,
fuck
they
is this
just doing
corner
shit.
shit?
They just
You
doing
go to your
shit.
white friend house, and this Boy Meets World. Like, nigga, what is happening?
Hey, can I ask y'all something? I was in GameStop one day, right? And this lady, it was a Caucasian lady, and her son, he wanted the game. So he was like really getting outraged. He was pulling her. He was like, I'm getting the game. I don't care what you say. So she wouldn't get the game. Yo, there's no lie. He kept jumping up, stealing her. And so I don't know.
tagging her shit?
Yes. Bro, she was pulling him. And because she was like, stop it now, bro. He was jumping up. And I was laughing, but I was like, bro, stop. She said, sir, could you mind your business? I said, I hope he whip your ass, yo. I told straight, no lie, bro. He was
Hey, yo, drop a bomb on that whole shit. Yeah, that's exactly what she deserved. You know what I'm saying? That's what she got to get.
Worse. And I was like, dang, bro, I said, he gonna be beating her. He gonna be hitting his mother one day.
Like, see, I'm all for talking. Like, I have kids. I'm all for talking to your kids, but that talk should be explained either before or after. I might gotta put hands on you for being an asshole.
But if you got a kid jumping up, bro, he
Oh,
was
nah.
hitting like she was
I probably
pulling his
would've had
arm,
it.
and he was swinging around, boom, and he was hitting her. And I was laughing. I said, yo, stop, man. I said, stop doing that to your mother. She's like, sir, mind your business. I said, I hope he whipped your ass, yo.
I'd have had to pass my kid off to somebody else while I killed him.
Yeah, right.
I'd have been in jail. Ain't no way.
In Virginia Center Commons, bro, that joint in the
That's
corner
why.
of
That's
the
where
GameStop,
that
yo.
that makes
shit was
sense. You was
crazy.
over there.
That shit was crazy, man.
I ain't got no business being
I
over
would have
there.
died. Listen, you see that joint?
White kids
With the
beating on
dude
their
with the
parents.
gun?
Good.
Yeah,
I would have went to block that switch and I would have been like, nigga,
Exactly.
I would have been in heaven. I would have went to block that hand and I would have been finished, bro.
Bro,
No bullshit.
I tried that one time, bro. My
No
mom
bullshit.
told the
Hey, yo,
whole
we gotta
family
make that
I
a
was
skit, yo.
beating
We gotta
That shit funny.
like you gotta show the white family first, and then you show the black family. And that nigga just in heaven.
No bullshit. That shit different.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we gotta do this shit quick.
We gotta do that immediately. We gotta do it before this come out, so it makes sense. So we can put it in here. Oh shit.
That shit different, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna put your hand up at your dad, your mom, you like what the?
I'm here, Lord.
You try to defend yourself, the whooping get worse. Like, you try to wiggle around, try to make that shit not hurt as bad. They just get madder.
We always talk about fuck. We always get into this conversation for some reason about how we got our ass beat as kids. I don't know
Because we
why
all live the same life. All black kids had the same, no matter how light, how dark. We was all getting tagged the fuck up.
just getting beat.
My mother couldn't get to the belt. Yo, she started hitting me with the broom one day, bro. I was like, yo, hold on. I went to put my foot up, yo. Man, that was the worst thing I ever did. That broom hit my foot. It was over after I gave him, bro.
I tried to fight back one time, and she told my dad, and that just got even worse. I really tried. I'm like, I'm done getting whooped. This shit not happening no more. She's like, okay, bet. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling myself. I think I did something. Man came home after a long day on his feet. I knew right then and there I fucked up. That was probably the worst ass whooping I ever got. That, or I hung up the phone on my mom one time at my homie crib when I was like 10.
You had to go back.
I died that day.
You had to go back.
Had to go back home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, she came and got me faster after I hung the phone.
Have you ever
Oh,
heard the belt?
shit.
Have you ever heard your dad's belt come out the pants? You hear that shit go,
In one swift motion. That shit cut wind. That shit cut wind
you
every
think it's
time.
late, like 9:45, like now. You're like, Dad, you probably tired. I'm good.
You
be
never
like
good.
this. You see that crack in the door?
You never good. Because when black parents whoop you, they don't just whoop you for what you did. They whoop you for everything that's wrong in their life at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not only did you fuck up, but I'm getting shit on at my
I
job.
got to come home.
And because that might
I got a
catch you.
flat tire today.
Ain't that shit
because
crazy
it might catch you
now?
on some shit
My
that they
credit
missed.
card
Just thinking about that shit. Because, now just getting older, having kids and stuff like that, it's like, damn, I understood why. Now I understand why I got my ass beat.
It's just so easy to just not be an asshole. Like, and kids
It's like,
just be like, nah,
damn.
fuck that.
In
I
the
deserved
situation.
that ass whooping back in 93 for fucking up the whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, shit, that shit makes sense now. Because as kids, we was like, damn, I wasn't even trying to do nothing. I was just trying to do something. But now it's like,
I can think of so much dumb shit that I did as a kid that I thought made sense. And now I'm just like, like you said, like I was wild and I had that one coming.
Mm-hmm.
That kid logic be crazy.
But I remember one time my parents had got new carpet in like the whole like living room shit, right? And my ass was at home by myself. And for some reason, I thought it'd be a good idea to like be throwing the big ass bottle of orange juice around and catching it. And I threw that bitch in the air. And I remember it was like slow mo. Like I went out to grab it and like hit my hand, and the whole shit hit the ground and exploded on a brand new ass carpet. And my ass trying to like trying to help myself. I'm getting like cleaning products and like bleach and shit on a blue carpet. So that shit just big ass white stain, bro. I tried to move the furniture and some more shit. They fucked me up that day.
That's one of them jumps. So as soon as it happens, like I'm dead. Like I'm gone. And those be the scariest shits because you just know.
When I think it was 5th or 6th grade, right? We had this letter circulating around, right? Because back then, there wasn't nobody really having sex like real young. But they had this letter, and it said, "Do you want to, F?" And we was copying the letter,
Right.
and sending it to the girls. And I was one of the people that got caught with the joint, yo. And they gave that junk to my people, yo. Bro, that was and it was more embarrassing than anything.
For sure.
For my mom,
Those be the ones that really
be
be the embarrassing jumps. Those be the
I'm
ones
sitting
like,
in the back of the car,
like,
it's
damn.
quiet, ain't no music on or nothing. All I can hear is the car, bro. And it was over. That joke was over, bro.
You ever get in trouble for some shit that you knew wasn't wrong? Like you get older and you like, bro, like, all right, like, you're wilding. I got kicked out my mom's crib one time when I was like 17 because she found a condom wrapper at my dad's crib. I was like, you're not even supposed to be here. She in his crib. You ain't even with this nigga no more. What are you doing in here? She found a condom wrapper in his crib, called me to her house, and kicked me out of her house. Had my bags packed and everything. I've never been more confused, bro. Never been more confused in my life. Shit crazy.
That shit is wild. That shit is crazy.
Should have been happy I was wearing a condom. Like, that should have been
Exactly. You just be like, yo, I'm actually out here trying to be safe on this shit.
I think I jumped out the window when that happened. We were caught with the pack in the house. That joint was on a plate under this TV. I think I dived through the window. Bro. Seriously. I did not know my mother was gonna see that shit.
Damn. That sounds terrifying. That sounds like some shit that
I was
ain't
older,
supposed
but it wasn't the right situation not to be in my mother. I never cursed around my mother or nothing. Like I got the total
Yeah, me neither.
respect for her.
Nah.
Like I never cursed at my mother or none of that. Cursed around her, or none of that. I just got that much respect for her. So when I got caught with that, I was like, damn, man. And that's when she knew my life. She was like, oh, I know what type of time you on.
Mm-hmm. Don't that be crazy? Like that moment, like where your parents like really find out what the fuck you be doing, like who you really are. Like, oh, he ain't. Or maybe they knew the whole time and was just waiting.
I feel like it's harder for moms, cause like dads, like I feel like most of the time, like your pops kind of know, like you kind of like me, like you on some nut shit. But moms, they be just assuming they just got like every kid is great to a mom, and then they find out like you really out here wilding. My mom found a scale one time, kind of like what happened to you. I'm like, damn. I don't want her to know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want her to know. Yeah.
She was in the hair salon and somebody was talking about who to get gas from. And an older woman in the hair salon who didn't know that was my mom was like, yeah, I heard Phoebe having it. And everybody in the hair salon was like, oh, yeah. And my mama just like,
oh, shit.
She texted me about that shit. I was like, damn.
Mama, burn him.
And when I told her I was having a kid, that shit was crazy. You tell your parents you having a kid, that shit's nuts.
At a younger age?
I was 20, but I wasn't like a mature 20 yet. I was doing a lot of wrong shit, moving stupid, whatever. But having that conversation was crazy. I was like, well, I can't make her unpregnant, so.
You can't reverse that jump. It's like,
imagine being a female telling you
that shit's crazy.
Exactly.
I hope you got a bowl like this around. I hope you got a bowl like this around, bro.
No bullshit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That shit is. I don't know why I said hell yeah. That's not a hell yeah. But it's like a.
But those experiences put
you.
us where we at. Those experiences are allowing us to sit. All the stuff that our parents did or whoever raised us, those experiences is what have us sitting here right now. We're not dead. We're not locked up. We got good, sound health. We all got places to live. So those values instill something in us.
For sure.
And I'm grateful for those experiences.
For sure. I know a lot of people who went down the alternative just as easily as I could have, But sometimes you get woken up, like I was talking about, having a kid. That should change my whole world. Thankfully it happened when it did. I'm able to say that had a huge impact on me being here right now. You know what I'm saying? For some people, they don't get nothing that changes their life that makes them want to wake up. So we could just as easily be in all those places you just said. That's what's crazy about life.
I think my bid was the punishment because I had a chance, the opportunity to do something I didn't, and I ain't stopped.
Right.
So it was either that summer I probably was gonna be dead, or I had the chance. I was saved for real, bro. For real. During that time, it was getting before everything got super rough. I went away, and I think I was saved because I was just like, I won't stop him, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, not to stop me from doing what I was doing because I was trying to accomplish something. And I wasn't listening, so I got tucked away. So that's why I think certain things happen to make us better.
Sometimes them wake up calls, that's the only thing. You're not listening to nobody. You get in those modes. At least for me, and through that time frame, where I really didn't care if I made it to the next day. It's kind of like whatever fucking happens. Like I'm gonna keep getting this shit as best I know how. And then when you get a reason to live, or like a reason, like like you said, like getting tucked away, having to sit down for a minute, you get time to stop moving so fast and think. Or like with me finding out I'm having a kid, like you get time to stop and like, all right, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? You get a purpose again. Finding that purpose again is crazy. A lot of us don't even realize you lost it until it's too late.
Yeah.
I got 10 missed calls from my mama. She crying on the phone, cause she feel like I done changed. But she don't understand that I'm going through a lot. And after certain things, I'll never be the same. My youngest brother in and out the can, and I can't help but feel some blame. Cause he jumped up off the porch to follow me. But if I'm moving different and I did it for the better, then how come for himself, he don't seem to want the same? I got a heavy burden on my heart, cause I'm trying to lead the youth. But I still make mistakes, I'm only human. I got a lot of eyes on me now, man. My platform really growing. Now I gotta make the best of my influence. Yeah, I got issues and I'm fighting, but them same things help me grow. Even from the bullshit can come a rose. Falling victim to myself and letting down who I hold close is the two things I truly fear the most. I've been drinking more, it helps to ease the pain. This cup is full of poison, but it just helps me maintain. I wipe away my tears.
How much does the music help with that? Because you definitely talk about all your your pains, your feelings, and everything that you're going through in your music. So is that like kind of like therapy in a sense?
I think it has been. It's funny that you were saying some of the stuff that you listen to. Like, I appreciate that you actually like delved into the catalog, because I have a lot of variety in my music, and I spend a lot of time as like the dude who used music to talk about pain and depression and like all the stuff I got going on mentally. And after a while, especially when it does well, like I did my first 100,000 views off of like a song like that. And when it does well, then you get caught in the mode of like you're helping other people, labels are interested, like it's gaining momentum. But then you find yourself, at least for me, I was forcing myself to be sad to make music. Yeah. It was like, bro, like now it's not because I'm sad, it's because I have to be. Mm-hmm. And when I finally realized that, I was like, yo, this ain't fun no more. Like, I'm not healing myself anymore. I'm just making myself worse.
Oh, you got caught up in your own.
Boy said.
And then,
with all the tattoos, what John Pop, what's the dude's name? He changed his life. He became a Christian.
Bunk, but he go by John Lamont.
Yeah, he was like, yo, the music was making him like super depressed.
You can get caught up in.
He got caught up in his own trying to. I mean, like you was in your own world, so that's what you was used to. But you weren't used to making that music when you was feeling that. You was used to. I ain't trying to put that in like you was doing that. I'm trying to add.
No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, it's easy to get lost in something, especially when it's working.
Yeah.
And like I said, I just got to a point where it was just like I was doing more harm to myself because I felt like, all right, well, this is helping me get a message out. This is helping me make money. This is helping me, achieve what I'm trying to achieve. And then I had when I came back from Cali with Ethika, we kind of went on like a tour for like a week or two, like just doing show after show after show. And I've been like a heavy drinker since I was like 18 or so. And back in July, I had like a real bad health scare. Like I almost wasn't here. Like, I almost died. You feel me? And so I changed my whole life. Started working out, going to the gym, eating better. I'm down 40 pounds since July. Like I really changed around the way I was living.
That's what's up.
And when that happened,
drop a bomb on that, my bad.
I used to think I was drinking and shit because I was so sad that it was like the only time I could be numb. Then I realized, like, I'm doing all these things thinking it's helping, and this just was killing me. Like, ever since I started being healthy, I don't get really depressed, like, really ever. Like, I don't really be sad, I don't, like, and the music shows it. Because, like, Forever Dangerous is completely different from everything else I put out. But me and my homie Rich, shout out First Place Rich, only producer in Dub Life, shout out to bro. He produced that whole EP. And it was literally like we had become cool over like a year span. And then in the morning, like I'll call him. I'm like, yo, I'm really feeling this kind of vibe. All right, bet. By like lunchtime, he'll call me like, yo, I just cooked this up. What you think? By like 2:00, he sent me the beat. I got the song written by 4. We're in the studio about 10. And we did that whole project probably over like a week span, just doing it that way.
Real quick. Like you was locked in.
And like I said, like it all ties together because like now I'm in a better place mentally. The content shows it. And I get people all the time who I may not have seen in a while, and the first thing they tell me is like, "Yo, you look like you're at peace, like you're having fun with life again." And I'm like, I am, and it reflects in the music. Like I enjoy what I'm making now. It's not a chore. It don't feel like a job. Like I'm just having fun. Mm-hmm. That shit. It's a great feeling. Like for so long, like you said, it was like therapy for me, which is great. It served its purpose as therapy, but now it's time to use it to just fucking have fun. You know what I'm saying? So
Hell yeah. That's
where
what's
I'm
up,
at.
man.
Straight.
And you can definitely like you can hear that shit. But at the same time, it's like sometimes you need those certain type of songs to get through certain things. Because everybody's got some shit they're going through, and in certain moments you just need that. I guess that feeling, that emotion that comes from it, so you can relate to it and be like, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I think one thing that was great for me is that it was never, even in the moments where I felt like I was like having to force myself to be sad, I guess, like the music itself was never, none of it was never real, if that makes sense. Like every emotion, every story, every line, even down to like the fact that I direct all my own videos, like all of that, like everything about it was real, you know. But it was like I realized that didn't have to be my reality anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like too many people sit back and feel sorry for themselves. I hate that shit, and I found myself doing that. I was like, all right, like nah, this is not what this is. Like own that shit. You know, especially like, you know how it is being a black man. You know, people don't, they look down on, well, not so much anymore, but they look down on the therapy and talking about how you feel and shit. And I used to get caught up in that. And I realized one day, like, fuck that, man. Go get that therapy. Go fucking get that gym membership. Go get that peace of mind. Let them fucking demons go. There's too many. There's too many broken adults. I don't want to raise no broken adults.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of people, they have bad relationships because of being broken. They never give themselves a chance to heal. They run from person to person trying to bandage something up that can't be healed. And the only thing that can heal that is time and learning who you are again. Because you had too many different spirits dealing with you, not even in relationships, just people too. You got to digress with people sometimes, bro.
You got to be ready to open up and deal with what you need to deal with too, though. Yeah. A lot of people know they got issues, and you know it goes back to, like I said, especially being a man and a black man, like you bury shit, and you don't even think about it. Like even the shit we were just talking about earlier about like getting whoopings and shit as kids. You know, you can look at it now as a positive, but at the time, you know, there's things that we dealt with or went through as kids that you didn't even realize you was bottling up. Then later on, you wonder like, yo, why the fuck am I drinking and partying so much? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that?
Yep.
Some people not ready to realize that you are your actions.
That's great. I ain't never thinking that shit till I had kids. Child divinely on the book. Never thought of that.
Yeah.
And then when that joint hit you, you just like, what the damn? What the hell was all that shit for?
It's genuinely love at first sight. Somebody told me that and I didn't believe them. I held my daughter for the first time. It's genuinely love at first sight.
It is.
That first look, like I would do anything for you. Like I don't understand how niggas can have kids out here and just not be in their lives.
They don't want to be involved with them.
That shit drives me crazy.
Dog, that's the biggest thing, dog, every day. Like, dog, I give up any damn thing.
I told my daughter about pockets the other day. Blew her fucking mind. She be carrying around all her stuffed animals and shit. Yeah. And you know, her sister and brother, like they kind of carry stuff around. So I guess she just want to do what the older kids are doing. And I taught her about how pockets work. And when I took her to the doctor or whatever, she had like 2 of her stuffed animals. And I took one and I was like, just trust me. She looking at me all crazy. I put my pocket and I put it in there and she was like, so I started putting shit in her pockets and she was fucking blown away. Now she just put everything in all her pockets and shit.
The best thing is when they come running you early in the morning and you be tired, you can't even deny them, bro. That's the best feeling in the world when the little kids, somebody love you that much no matter what's going on. They show you that love. Ain't nothing like that.
You've only had them in your life for as long as they've been alive, but you've been in their life their whole life. You know what I'm saying? It's a different perspective.
Yep.
So that shit's crazy, man.
That's you can't take that. I think that's what's so addicting to me, man. Like when the feeling that like they come to me like yeah, this shit crazy.
They feel a lot of void too. A lot of it can heal a lot of hurt. You know, from previous. You learn how to treat people better dealing with kids.
I don't know. Is that a mysterious spot for me, man? Because you know what I'm saying, like sometimes, like most of the time, like I like, I mean, like being there for them, like, I mean, that's just junk that I like to feel, but like I ain't never known no older male, so.
Right. But I feel like
I mean, all that junk's like new, fresh junk to me. Yeah. So like every time like some new shit happened to me, like I'm broke down in the corner, like why the fuck? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I ain't never feel nothing for real until I had a kid. Like why the fuck didn't I feel this shit? Like why the fuck didn't I look at nobody like you know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like fuck you, dog.
It give you the chance to be who you needed, though.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it could have been better for her, but most of the time I feel like fuck you, dog. Like seeing her smile and shit, that's the shit that I fuck with.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Some cool ass shit.
Ain't nothing like that shit. Fatherhood is undefeated for sure.
Damn, straight.
So with being a father and, you know, just progressing, you know, through the industry and just, you know, learning the ins and outs of everything, how that works, what can you say now, you know, back then to a younger version of yourself or anybody that's trying to, you know, get into your shoes and, you know, do what you're doing?
I would simply say, if I could say anything to like myself back then, or like you said, anybody else trying to do what I've been able to do, I don't know. I would say like I know it's scary, but just jump. Cause I spent so much of my life, like, you know, I grew up in Louisa, like I grew up in like a small area and shit. I spent so much of my life thinking like, you get caught up in the fact that you don't feel like the world is bigger than where you are. And then when you finally get to like travel and have experiences and shit, like if you'd have told me at 19 I'd go to LA multiple times in my life, all for music, you know, or you told me I'd go to New York or Atlanta or like, you know, wherever, it sounded so unattainable that, you know, now I know for a fact I could fly to Dubai if I want to. Like, I can do anything. And I think it's just, if I could go back and tell myself anything, I would have told myself that earlier. Like, you know, you can literally do anything. Like, just do it. Because if you don't have other people around you who you've seen do it, you know, it doesn't really seem possible. Like, I watched my father start a business and make it a successful business, but I never seen anybody, like go out and, like, be a successful artist or, like, you know, there's other people in my family who are artists. One of my cousins, he's an R&B singer, and he was signed to like the Isley Brothers at one point. Like, so that's happened, but like to do it to like the extent of what I've been able to do, I would just tell myself like, jump, don't be afraid. You know, I'll jump in a second now. I'll hop a plane like it's nothing. Like, you know, don't be afraid to take chances. So what if you fail? Fuck it.
Facts.
You can't win if you don't take an L every so often. So
Yeah, everybody take L's. You gotta take L's to win.
Hell
You ain't
yeah.
gonna win every day.
millionaires will tell you that shit. They fucked up so much. They fucked up $1 million before they got $1 million. You know, a lot of people don't want to take that time to put that work in, and you know, just possibly lose thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, whatever. People want to play it safe. Man, I've lost thousands of dollars and taking that shit on the head. You know, for 5, 6, 8,000 on some music shit that didn't pan out. Shit, just take it on the head and fuck it.
You gotta keep going because you can't let that stop you because you'll get stuck. For real, you'll get super stuck, man, because that shit can put you in a shell. Yep.
I mean, I've seen a lot of talented dudes be afraid to spend after one bad experience.
Yeah.
Or like one experience didn't blow them up, so they don't want to spend no more money. And like for me, I've always said if I'm gonna do it, like I'm gonna put everything I got. You feel me?
You only hear once. So
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize. You only hear once, so just like that clock move, every move. Like I feel like now that I'm getting older, all my moves need to be calculated for my business, because now people watching to see what I'm gonna do stupid. So I can't make all my moves. Got to be there on the clock.
You working for your last name, not your first.
Yeah, better believe it.
You feel me? Trying to leave a legacy behind. 'Cause especially now, I mean, it's always been a thing of young people passing away, but I feel like now it's like so common that like life can literally just be done tomorrow, and that's always been a thing. But now it's like in your face, you know. Like I see people I know dying every day, and that shit's crazy. A close friend of mine, my man Fonzie, R.I.P. Fonz, he died, and it was like, you know, you get caught up on your own life. Like I look when we had conversations, we say, "Yeah, I'm around." I'm like, "Damn, I'm in Atlanta this weekend," or, you know, "Hey, bro, what you got going on?" "Man, I'm in the studio," you know, da 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 da. And you look back, and it's like, damn, like just gone in a second. You know, you got to make this shit count.
One day you're here and then you gone. For real.
That yellow shit is real. And you only live once, but it's about the quality of that life. You know? Make something, do something, live.
Exactly.
Don't sleep your life away, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. Can't
Don't
waste
sleep
no
your
time.
life away.
And with that, not wasting no time. With you being an artist, but you're also, you know, going into another lane. With you, I'm having Jay Duh. You know, make sure I say
out,
that
Jay.
right. You know, make sure you check out that episode. We trying to run the numbers up on that. She killed that shit. That was a dope episode. But
Shout out, little sis.
with her being under your wing, tell us about that experience. You know, because with you already being an artist and then having somebody underneath you that you're showing, you know, the ropes to and guiding them through this thing. How's that dynamic?
I mean, it's not a first. So me and my brother PD, shout out PD Mills. You know, if anybody knows me and him are like, you know, just we're tied at the hip down But this isn't like I've been involved with a lot of artists. We've had, because we have our own label, Dub Life Music Group, and this is like the fourth, kind of set of people. So we've influenced and we've, had hands in a lot of artists. I think the different thing about her is that she's the one artist that I can say that I've dealt with that I don't have to hope that she wants it as bad as I do. Like, I see early me in her. So it's like, I'm able to kind of like, not necessarily mold it, because like she's got her own energy, her own presence. But I feel like when she got around us, which is like like-minded people, we made it okay to like not just be the quiet pretty girl. Like, be okay with just living and being you. And, she's lost a lot of friends and stuff because people like don't realize that the version that they knew is the one that she really wasn't. Like, this is her. And, I love her to death. Shout out little sis. But, like I said, this isn't the first time. Like, we have other artists. And like I said, we got Carson, of course. His career's always going up. My brother, First Place Rich, who produced the EP. He's one of ours. Like, we have a few artists. We're making some changes right now. Some people can't come in and go on. Kind of happens. But to be able to kind of take my experiences and be able to stop her from having to, or stop any of them really from having to go through some of the hoops and hurdles that we had to go through, is kind of what it's all about to me. Like, the fact that I can take her to, me and her just did another interview the other night with Smoking Section. Shout out to them. And just the fact that I can take her into a room and I can say, okay, well, they're already interested in you because they know about you now. Let me see how many people I can help you get to because they know about me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's been an experience, and I will say, like, her crazy ass, like, it's funny because she fits right in with us. So like, we spend a lot of time together. She's like family, so it makes it that much easier. I'm proud of her and the whole team. Like, everybody's working right now. Everything's on the up. So like I said, 2022 is gonna be crazy. Her and the whole team are doing a lot, but she's going crazy right now. So.
Is Nate Gibbs signed y'all?
Nah.
Oh, I thought he was with y'all. Shout out Nate Gibbs. I thought I heard him say.
Nah, I think I met him like one time maybe, but shout out to him. Yeah, like I said, we're kind of at a point where we're just, not necessarily rebranding, but we're, reintroducing the roster, kind of fresh start to the new year. But we got a lot of things coming, a lot of things going on. So yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. But with going back to the music, the new EP that's out now, tell us about that project and where that that motivation came from, because you were saying that it's totally different than what you normally put out. So like, tell us about that I guess paint that picture for us. So let us know.
I just got into a point before I went to the Ethika situation. I had lost my love for music. Like, I was kind of done with it. I told my brother Petey, I put every dollar, a lot of time, and with being a father and stuff, like, I'm making sacrifices that aren't just impacting my life anymore. And you get to a point where it's just like, look, like, they deserve more. You know what I'm saying? And I came to that point. And the day I told him I was done with music, I spoke to one of the A&Rs, Alexa, shout out to her over at Ethika, and she was just like, send some music in, because I was like, I fuck with what y'all doing, whatever. She was like, send some music in, so I did. And then that's how kind of that got going, and it brought my passion back. Like, I was recording every day, even if it was just a freestyle or just something random, just to get back in the mode. Because making music isn't like riding a bike, at least not for everybody. Like, you can hop back on and you'll be a little lost for a second. You got to get your confidence, your swagger back. You gotta get back. And around the time we started making Forever Dangerous, like I said, me and Richie, we just got real close. And like, that's my dog. Shout out to Rich. And it was easy. Like, he'll send me a beat, and me and him are into some of the same music. Like, one of my favorite artists is CEO Trail. Shout out to him out of Atlanta. And he had dropped a couple projects, and I was just really hard into his music. And his style is like trap, but it's like kind of like vibey too. But it's like fun. And I don't know, the more I was listening to it, the more I was like, yo, we can make fucking music that gives me this feeling. So let's fucking do it. And we just started just recording. And every night, like I said, we go to the studio. By the morning I get the beat. By the nighttime, we got a new song. And it just came together so like effortlessly. Like, it didn't feel like I was forcing anything. It was easy to go into the studio, You know, and for me, like I record quick, so I only usually be needing like an hour or whatever to get everything done, like mixing the whole 9 yards. Because I believe in coming prepared. I see a lot of artists go to the studio and they're in there trying to write for 3 hours and weird shit like that. Like, I don't do that. So we go in the studio, you know, me and him will go to the bar, get some food, like do whatever. Because we're real. Me and my team, it's real genuine family vibes. Like, you know, we can go hang out before the studio, we can do whatever. And like I said, the project just really came together. And it was like once the first song got going, then it was just easy. It's like, all right, this is what I'm feeling. Nah, I feel this. All right, well, send me that. I think you should add this. Boom, we got another beat. You know, and then boom, I call him back. Hey, yo, I got this verse, bro. Wait till you hear this shit. Like, yo, was it harder than one yesterday? Man, what? And then from there, we just kept it going. Mm-hmm. And the first song that got done off of there was Money, Guns, and Bitches. And that was just going to be just some random shit that I put out. And I put the snippet on Instagram. And I was telling people, like, yo, tag CEO Trail. I'm trying to get him on this joint. And it was like 500 comments later. And, like, he was seeing it because he was seeing, like, the DMs or whatever. But it made me realize, like, people's in the comments, like, yo, this shit's hard. What the fuck? Why you ain't been making this? Whatever. And I was like, all right, well, maybe we fucking got something. So then I started testing the water. Like, each one I would post. You know, and every time it was like, yo, what the fuck? Where's this coming from? And then it even got to a point where, like, you know, the label was reaching out and they were like, hey, like, keep doing this. Like, this is... When I went out there, I played the old stuff. And, like, they loved it, but it was like, this is just more comfortable. This is more people can relate to this. Like my manager, Stephanie, shout out to Steph, Limelight, you know, she told me she used to like the old music because it was real, but she was like, you listen to it and it takes you to a time in your life that maybe you didn't want to go back to. You know, it makes you revisit trauma because it's so real. And she was like, she loved that it was real, but you don't, that sad feeling, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can play the music I put out now whenever. Yeah. You know, it's not gonna fuck your vibe up. You're not gonna be high and be like, damn, I'm sad now. When you put this shit on now, I be turned to my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm my own biggest critic, but I'm my biggest fan too. I be turned to my shit. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's cool to be able to go in a room of people who never heard my shit and be like, all right, well, let me play this shit. When I put on like K.O. Ken or something, and like they'll be like, yo, what the fuck? This shit hard as a bitch. And now it's like, all right, I don't have to. I'm not the fucking sad rapper in the room who brings down the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just me. And people fuck with it now. Like, even harder, they always fucked with it. But hell yeah. Now it's like, all right, like people started asking for a part 2 to the fucking project the day we put it out because they fucked with it so hard. Damn. Like, and I got Richie his first plaque. I mean, I'm waiting until we get to the 1 million mark, but technically, you know, I can start doing them for every like 100K or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I got him his first plaque. So he doesn't know about that yet, but when you see this plaque season,
hey, that's what's up. Oh, we got an exclusive. That's what I'm talking about. Drop a bomb on that shit. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. Now with on the creative side, because that's the shit that I really enjoy. You said you direct all your videos. Yeah. Now let's tap into that. When you're making your music, is that something that you always keep in mind, like the visuals and just everything that goes into that, or is that something that plays off of after the music is done?
I think for me, I make the music first. And like I'm very meticulous about how I like to put my videos together. Like, you know, I like to have something because I do a lot of like the marketing stuff for like other artists and for myself, and I know that like you gotta have something different. You feel me? So like I have all my videos, like I try to think of a concept that I know is gonna catch people's attention. Mm-hmm. And you know, sometimes it may take me longer. Like we haven't shot anything yet, but because I only have one video that I've fully planned out. But the idea for it is so fucking nuts that people are gonna be so caught off guard by it that like now I'm thinking like, do I want to tie all the videos together? Do I want to make it a document? Like, do I want to make it a series? Do I want to sell the videos as NFTs? Like, how do I want to do it? You know what I'm saying? So on the creative side, like I like to have my hands in everything. And my brother Max, shout out Pete Max Productions. You know, we work really well together. Like I said, anybody on my team or anybody I deal with, we have actual genuine relationships. So like I can pull up on him and play him some music, and he'll tell me like, yo, I don't think we should shoot this. Or then I'll play something here like yo, what the fuck? Like we need to get this shit done ASAP. Mm-hmm. What are you thinking? Send me the treatment. Like, you know, how do you want it? And we'll sit down and we'll go through things. And you know, he likes it because he likes to be able to be super creative. And you know, I'm one of those people that'll bring that creativity out of you because if I ain't gonna come up with nothing else, I'm gonna come up with a crazy ass idea. You know, like just because I'm giving y'all the exclusive tonight for the video. The first one we're probably gonna do is gonna be Money, Guns, and Bitches, and it's gonna be like occult themed. So like if you remember when Uzi dropped, I think it was Eternal Atake, and he had like that logo from like that cult on it, and they tried to like call him out for like Happy Time
yeah.
cult. So I took the idea of how they had like the genocide for the Happy Time cult, and I'm recreating that entire event in the video.
Oh, shit.
And what it is me and Rich are like converting people to like the cult of Forever Dangerous. So like we're gonna have people
shit,
passing
that's
out like
hard.
Kool-Aid that's like got cyanide, and like the whole shit's gonna be like super crazy. And like that's just something that I came up with, you feel me? Then I take it to Max and he's like, all right, well what about this? Let's do this, whatever. Then I take it to Stephanie and I'm like, all right, is this gonna clear YouTube? Am I gonna have any issues? And then we put it all together. So I like shit that people like don't expect to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. That's dope. Where does that creative side come from?
I don't really know. I mean, I think I'm one of those people that like doesn't like to feel like I owe anybody. So like I don't want anybody to be able to say like, yo, this cool ass idea. Now don't get me wrong, I don't mind when people give me cool ideas, but I don't want anybody to be able to say like, yo, that cool ass idea that he had, that wasn't him, that was me. Like, so I like to be able to be like, nah, like I came up with that shit. That shit was hard. And I mean, I like, you know, a lot of movies. Like I watch a lot of different type of movies and shit. So I think that helps. You know, I watch a lot of documentaries, like whatever. So I have like a wide taste of kind of media in general. So I think it makes it easier for me to like try to just think of cool, new approaches to things, you know, and just to be able to bring them to life. Because I think right now there's like a lack of that. Like people do it, but a lot of people rely more on the videographer than on the story, or like, you know, they're not really bringing the music to life to me anymore. Like I feel like you can bring a video to life without bringing the music to life. I want to bring the music to life in the video. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where that all comes from.
What's your favorite movie all time?
Damn, that's a hard one. I don't know. That you,
All right, top 5.
top 5 movies of all time. Fuck. All right, in no particular order. Paid in Full has got to be on my list.
Okay.
Bro, I watched Toy Story every day for the first like 11 years of my life.
Hey yo, no bullshit. I watched that movie like 17 times.
I was talking to my dad the other day, and he was talking about how every time he come home from work, I make him watch it. And I've seen like the most recent ones like as an adult, so like they're definitely in my top 5. The Saw movies, and not because of the like movie themselves, but because of like the storyline and like just how like creative it was.
Yeah.
I gotta say
That's kind of crazy. Toy Story, The Saw.
That's My Boy by Adam Sandler. When we lived in the trap house and we ain't had no power and shit, we watched that movie every day for like 6 months. So it was a real wild time in my life, but that movie's fucking hilarious. I can quote every line. And I like the Harry Potter like sagas.
Yeah, them shits is dope.
So like my shit's kind of all over the place. So yeah, I think that's a solid top 5.
Hell yeah.
So can't go wrong when you put Adam Sandler anywhere in your top 5.
Nah, that's a funny ass dude, man.
Fuck yeah.
I really fucks with Lil Nicky.
Yeah,
Bro, people
yes.
hate on that movie. I never understood that.
That shit was really
fucking
like,
fire.
yeah.
People literally say that movie was trash, and I don't get it. The Cobbler was trash, though. Did you see that?
I don't think so.
It's on like Netflix. Like it's straight to Netflix.
Oh nah, I don't think I saw that one.
The Cobbler. He's like a shoe repairman
Yeah, shoe
or something.
repair, the cobbler, yeah.
I saw the joint when he was a jewelry thief. He was the
Him and Kevin Garnett,
yeah.
I seen that.
That joint was
Money
dope.
Heist, what was the name of that movie?
I don't know, but that shit was dope.
I like the one where they're all
Yes.
parents. I can't remember the name of it now, but every time I watch that movie, it gives me good vibes with like Chris Rock and all.
Oh
them.
yeah.
Like grown up.
Yeah, Grown Ups, bro. Every time I watch it, I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm a parent who also acts like a big ass kid, but like the movie just gives me good vibes every time. Like can't miss with Adam Sandler.
Hell yeah, man. Did you guys have anything you wanted to ask? Any questions?
Nothing's too crazy for me.
Yeah, let's just take it to the cloud real quick. Let's. Why are you looking at me like?
What's your craziest moment as an artist?
Oh man. There's a few. I would say like the wildest crazy moment is some of the messages I get. Like that shit is wild. Like, huh?
Like females?
Yeah, for sure. Especially now, cause like ever since I lost weight, like I be for sure feeling myself, and like so now, like I guess the confidence like radiates. So like the messages, they get crazy in the DM, and I'm just like, damn, like this is what this shit is like. Bro, I think the wildest message I ever got, somebody asked me to like smash their girlfriend. And I was like, huh? And he was like, yeah, like she really wants to, but she didn't want to ask. And I was super confused. I thought he was trying to rob me. I don't know. She didn't add up to me.
Sketch as fuck.
I was like, nah, man, like I can't do it. Like, but thanks. Like, that was pretty wild. Yeah, nah, that was pretty wild. As far as like just wild moments though, like it's, I don't know, like hearing people like rap my lyrics back to me at shows, that shit's pretty wild. The traveling shit, like I said, that shit's pretty wild. Meeting people that I looked up to is pretty wild, like, you know, shit like that. But that's the wildest moment for sure.
That sounds like something I wouldn't mind experiencing. That's something. Just so you can be like, you know what? What should I say? What should I do? Because it depends on how you feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like you might be at that stage where like I want to do some wild shit. I don't care. Like it's at the peak of like everything that I wanted to, you know, feel and happen. So yeah, I might do this. But at the same time, it's like, do I really want to do that? Like,
right.
You got to be conscious of that.
It is like it do get crazy. Like I will say, like I don't know. You hear the stories and shit, but you never think it's gonna happen to you. But like, bro, like I've woken up before to just like mass amounts of like random news in the DM, and it's just like, it's just fucking wild to me. Like, I appreciate you, but like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. It's cool, I guess. And the getting stopped in public thing, that happens a lot. And I've never gotten used to that. Because to me, I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, but people do stop me like a lot. And so that's one of the coolest things, I would say. To getting noticed and getting stopped, shit. That shit's
it feel real good, don't it?
Yeah.
Feel real good.
Definitely. Especially since I'm not from out here. So, like, to come out here and make the name that we've made is, like, that shit's cool as fuck. You know?
So what is it about here that's kept you here?
I think it kind of ties back to the whole fatherhood thing. Like, I don't want to uproot, you know, lives until I'm in a situation where it would be like, I wouldn't have to go somewhere else and like hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? Like I would want to be able to go and say, okay, well, you know, I'm moving out to Cali, but that there's, you know, $100,000 attached to that move. You know, so when I get out there, everything's stable, everything's good, you know, and I can kind of put them where they need to be. You know, better school, better this, better that. I love the culture of Richmond. I think that there's a lot of I don't want to say disagreements, but like, you know, people don't work together as much as they could, which I get. Like, I don't believe that just because everybody makes music, we should all work together. I don't believe in that shit because there's a lot of people who don't carry their weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I do something for you when I had to work my ass off? You know, I think it's good vibes and good energy, but I think people gotta learn to respect like where people are at, even if that means respecting the fact that you're not quite where you think you are. You know what I'm saying? But I do love Richmond. I get a lot of love here, so, you know, shout out to the floor, man.
Hell yeah. Definitely shout out to Richmond, man. We appreciate everything that Richmond is doing. That's why the cloud is here. You know what I'm saying? But before we close it out, I just want to give you a chance to let everybody know what to look forward to in the future. Plug everything that you got going on so our viewership can, you know, like and follow. You know what I'm saying? Man,
so as far as coming up, like I said, we're just dropping a lot of videos. Yeah, I think we're going to drop a deluxe version of Forever Dangerous as an NFT. So we're working on that. You know, we got a lot of cool shit going on. You know, we're rolling out stuff for the team. So I'm super excited for the upcoming year. You know, big things coming with the label, the whole 9 yards. You know, I'm hoping to get into like acting and stuff this upcoming year too.
Oh shit!
You know, I always wanted to do that. I always thought that was cool as shit.
Hell yeah!
So I want to get into that. You know, you can find me on pretty much any social media at FE_LIE540. Feli 540. Any platform, Feli the God, FE_LIE, the God, 3 separate words. You can find me on OnlyFans at She Might Be Yours, because you might see a girl on there.
Hold on, what you be doing on the OnlyFans?
It's not what, it's who, my boy.
Okay, all right, drop a bomb on that. I don't even know what to say. That shit crazy.
Man. Other than that, I'm just gonna keep trying to live the coolest life possible, keep getting as healthy as possible.
Facts.
I tell people all the time, man, if I can fucking do it, bro, I was 300 pounds in July, bro. I'm like 258 right now.
I'm right there with you. We on the same journey.
That shit's beautiful. and you get addicted to it. Like I love working out now. Like I feel different. Like I'm living different. Like so I tell people all the time, man, go get that gym membership, bro. Go get that therapy. Like fucking build the best version of yourself. Cause ain't nothing waiting on the other side but death, and it's up to you how fast you gonna get there. So fucking go live, man. Shoot your shot at that bad girl on IG. Fucking,
You know what I'm saying? Just shoot. Shooters gotta
Whatever,
shoot,
bro.
man.
Shooters
You might
gotta
hit that
shoot.
target, you might not.
no matter how much you miss, shit. The more
Exactly.
you shoot, the more likely you are to make it.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Bingo.
And definitely bag women in person, because I've learned, like, yo, that walk up to them confidence, that shit different. That shit get them every time. So these have been some wise words from Fee.
Fee.
Hey, look, in the camera was down. You got
Yeah, that was like a
with that.
PSA right there. Like,
Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta, put them on a little game.
Exactly. Just so y'all can understand, you know. So this has been a dope ass episode, man.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you pulling up, kicking it with us, taking it to the motherfucking cloud.
Damn right.
Loud, before we close it out, what you got for us, man? Let us know about the new updates on everything that's going on.
New gas coming, new clothes coming, stores coming. It's not a rush. It's, opening a store is a long journey, yo. It's not stuff happen. You got to repair stuff. It's not for the week. But we got a lot of good stuff coming. We're going to be doing stuff for the kids this summer too, yo. So stay tuned for that. So
I definitely want in on
it's
that.
a whole vibe.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I want in on that for sure.
100%. In Rio, botanist over there. Yo, drop a bomb for Rio pulling up, man. It's always good when we can actually record an episode together, man. This shit don't happen often, but you've been doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? You got the green thumb, you know what I'm saying? What are some, things you can let us know about what you got going on?
A couple of bugs, I ain't come prepared to talk, so let me pull them.
Well, no, we ain't got to do too much.
You know what I mean? So in late 2022, I have like 4 strands I have coming out. I want to have everybody to try. 2024, I have a performance coming up. I want everybody to come to. I got a mixtape coming out in late spring that I want. Nah, I'm bullshit. But yeah, I do got like a bunch of bud that I want to bring out in 22 around fall time. But ain't no need to talking about that shit. But y'all get a step by step as I go through my journey of getting those strains. It'll be about 5 or 6, but y'all have a shit. Redo that shit. Y'all will have how I will get them shits in the future time. Ain't no need to talk about it. If it fuck up, then I'm fucked up. But, yeah, I got a couple things.
You got a couple jumps.
Yeah, a couple strains. A couple crossings I want to do.
All right, well, I don't have nothing else. I think we're good here. Unless you want me just to, bring up some random shit, you know what I'm saying? It's 10:16. How y'all feeling?
I know y'all burning.
I'm good.
Lights tearing my eyes up, man. As far as they have my
These lights are just beaming. That's why I've been looking this way, trying to look down. I'm like, man, I can't.
Now, I've been looking at whoever talking.
Them shits is like the ultralight beam, nigga. Them shits is like, God damn. But nah, it's been real, man. We appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Help us grow this thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we just trying to showcase for y'all. Everybody in the city, man, you already know, reach out to us. We want to showcase y'all. So go ahead and, let us book some things for you. We got the Cloud Talk. We got Cloud of Judgments. We have a lot of new content we're trying to come out with, and we would love to have y'all to be a part of it. But you already know what it is, man. To the motherfucking cloud.
The motherfucking clouds.